Son of man, look to the sky. Let your spirit set it free. Now you're walking tall with pride. Son of man for all to see.
Good evening and welcome, family members, friends, and graduates. Graduates, how did you sleep last night? No, really. I mean, how many times did you wake up on the night before you will graduate from high school and get ready to start off on the rest of your lives? It's always easy to get excited about the big days. Remember trying to go to sleep the night before your birthday, a special holiday, a vacation, the first day of school? It was as if the night would never pass and morning certainly would never come. And yet it did, finding you somehow fast asleep, waking in surprise to discover that day had indeed arrived. But what about the other days? The ordinary, small, miracle kinds of days we routinely stretch and yawn our way into. The days comprising the bulk of our lives, the days that work in tandem to make big days like today happen. What gets you going in the morning? One of my favorite moments comes when I wake up slightly ahead of the alarm with the barest hint of daylight in the morning sky. I'm still in bed, still covered in warm, but my mind races ahead, unchecked into the coming day. In these moments, I'm not facing what I cannot do, the traffic jam on Highway 100, my overdue to-do list. Rather, my mind, refreshed and crystallized, skips and flits over obstacles, entering the realm of the what if, instead of plodding through the if only. And then it winks to me as if saying, I dare you to follow. And somehow I do. And in these moments, I find joy, hope, and immense satisfaction. That's what gets me going in the morning. Of course, a beautiful spring morning helps, as does the promise of a special event like, the graduation of the class of 2012. But what will be your motivation tomorrow morning, the new morning of the rest of your lives? You, your parents, and families, and this community have spent years crafting your intellect, a force that has been taught to exceed expectations, transcend boundaries, and imagine the impossible, a force without equal in this world. What gets you going in the morning when your mind gets to wander? Do you bog down in the if only, or do you let that gray matter horsepower kick in and transport you to the what if? Do you know the satisfaction of harnessing a dream to reality? Have you seen the nonsense of your imagination make very real sense in the world of reality? Have you dared to trust the possibility of your what ifs? You will walk across the stage tonight to receive your diploma, a capstone achievement of many mastered mornings, and you will wake to yet another sunrise. My most sincere wish for you is that in that morning you rejoice in the mind you have, encourage it to roam freely, and have the courage to follow its whispered possibilities. In that light, when someone says, have a nice day, celebrate that tired cliche for the what-if affirmation that it is, to live fully and well in the promise of the unfolding dawn every day of your lives. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2012.
Hello all and welcome. My name is Verhasselt and I'm the Student Council President. Thank you all for being here, and thank you to Superintendent Bowers for your inspirational words, and a big thank you to all my classmates for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. Believe it or not, this is not my first graduation speech. In 6th grade, I went to the bathroom while they were deciding which student would get to read their PSI experience essay aloud during graduation. Naturally, there were no volunteers, and I was chosen merely because I was not around to decline the offer. Needless to say, I've put a great deal more thought into my speech tonight. Sitting down to write this speech, my mind was flooded with cliches, unoriginal quotes, and philosophies. So tonight I'd like to tell you why the class of 2012 is unlike any other. It was clear that the class of 2012 was different from the very beginning. On this exact night, 1 year ago, our class asserted its seniority on the senior wall. Now, I suppose that happens every year, but you may remember that the class of 2012 painted the wall a total of 5 times in 4 days before the 2011 school year had even officially ended. The class of 2012 also faced tremendous adversity this year when we lost a classmate and a beloved community figure in less than 2 weeks. Joel, Andrew, you are forever in our memories. The two of them truly helped shape this class and have both left enormous impacts on this community that will never fade. Some of you in the audience may also know that our high school building is over 50 years old. So with anything that old, there's always a chance that something will fall apart or break down. The class of 2009 had the chlorine leak, and the class of 2011 got the asbestos days. But this year, the school hung tough and didn't leave us any surprise 3-day weekends. So as luck would have it, during one of the least snowy and weakest winters in recent memory, after about 7 inches of slush had fallen, the district sent out the call declaring the first ever optional school day. It's safe to say we found out who had the strictest parents that morning. I can say with absolute certainty that the class of 2012 is the only class to ever hold a campout at school, stage Jedi warfare in the lunchroom, stampede through the halls like wild animals, and scream at the top of our lungs at the sight of our very own Justin Bieber impersonator, and toss over 600 water balloons at fellow students and still manage to find our way up onto this stage tonight. Without a doubt, our class is unlike any other. This class is full of individuals who do not fear being original. Our individuality will carry us all to our full potential. Some of us are more ready to leave than others, but one thing is certain, there will never be another class that was just quite like us.
Good evening, class of 2012, faculty, fellow Park students, and parents. My name is Repala, and I'm one of the valedictorians this year along with Sonia Robner, Emma Vitale, Megan Smith, Lydia Brubaker, Hannah Geressu, and Robin Heider. We will be doing a group speech, so please hold your applause until the very end. For our graduating class, the past month was filled with mixed emotions. I, for one, learned how it feels to be happy and sad at the same time. Throughout our 4 years, we have worked hard to do well in school. Many of us understood that there is more to education than books and studying. A majority of our class was involved in clubs, sports, and volunteer work, but we all managed to do well in academics and graduate today. As today is a celebration of our academic success, it is also a celebration of the strong St. Louis Park community that has shaped us. For a majority of our lives, we were on the receiving end of our community. As life takes us in different directions, do not forget the connections you made throughout high school and the community that raised you. Go out into the world, expand your community and network. In doing so, it will lead to your success, partially because human beings thrive on interaction with one another. You never know, the person sitting next to you may be your future employer. Therefore, meet new people, share your dreams, and let everyone know about you. Once your network and community helps you stand on your own feet, give back as much as you can to the community that helped shape you. As Mother Teresa once said, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. On behalf of the class of 2012, thank you, the teachers, faculty, parents, and the whole St. Louis Park community for helping us throughout the years.
Hello, my name is Sonia Robiner. On my first day at St. Louis Park High School, I was a 5'2", brace-faced, shy, naive girl who had never heard the words defenestrate, tangent, or epistemology. And while now I may only be 5'2½", my experiences at this school have undeniably impacted my maturity, knowledge, and integrity. None of us are the same people we were on day one as freshmen. Monumental changes, both physical and mental, have transpired within each of us over these past few years, whether or not we have realized each modification. Our individual metamorphoses, apart from gene-based changes, have been the results of decisions we have made along the way. Now, as we are graduating from Park and preparing to enter the next chapter in our lives, it's difficult not to rethink our journeys to this point. However, reminiscing about fond or significant moments from our time spent here also coincides with reevaluating actions and decisions. Whether it be not joining trap shooting, letting old friendships wither away, not taking a Redmond class, or even walking by a fellow student who dropped their things in the hallway without helping, we all have regrets from high school. Trivial or crucial, we all have the "I wish I would have done this differently" moments. I know I have my fair share. In his New York Times bestseller, H. Jackson Brown Jr. says, "When you look back on your life, you'll regret the things you didn't do more than the things that you did." I believe this quote cannot be more true. The adventures that you never had and the friendships that you never made are exponentially more significant than any small mistake you've made. No matter how badly you regret something and we want to alter the past to somehow amend that regret, we cannot. However, as we are leaving the high school, in order to thwart future "why didn't I do this" regrets, we must valiantly strive to break down our own inhibitions. Therefore, I challenge each of you to leave your comfort zones and carpe diem, because the future will be a lot more rewarding and exciting if you don't regret what you could have done. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emma Vitale. There's a quote from an unknown author that reads, "Do not regret growing older. It is a privilege denied to many." In light of recent tragedies that have struck our small community, this couldn't be more true. Graduation is the end of an era, the end of our childhood, and the safety and protection that encompasses. We've all grown a lot in the past 4 years, but it has all been within our comfort zone. The same schedule of classes every day, the same hallways, after-school activities or work, hanging out with the same people. Graduation means the end of that. In these past few weeks leading up to this moment, I've felt every kind of emotion: relief, anxiety, excitement, anxiousness, fear, sadness, and of course, nostalgia. But whenever I find myself overwhelmed with the possibilities of the future, I remind myself of this quote, and it reminds me that the best is yet to come. And I really do believe the best truly is yet to come. Yes, we've all had amazing times in the past 4 years, and it is hard to part from those. But the future has even more amazing things in store. It's easy to get caught up in the past and in the simplicity of childhood. I too am guilty of this, finding myself reminiscing to friends about that time in 4th grade when I was at your house and all we did was sing Britney Spears songs for hours, or cooing over a photo of us playing in the sandbox without a care in the world other than eyeing the little boy trying to steal our shovel. Childhood has many cherishable and unforgettable moments, and its importance in our lives can never be overlooked. But the one very important thing childhood can never offer is possibilities. This beacon of light in our lives, the hope and desire for possibilities, is reserved for the future, not the past. And part of living life to the fullest is making the most of these possibilities. As another one of my favorite quotes says, "You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one." So go forth and conquer all that the future has to offer. Embrace change, take risks, and most importantly, live in the sunshine. It's always there even if you can't see it. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Megan Smith. You did it. Whether you were the kid who failed their final and still pulled out an A, or the kid who fulfilled their final credentials last minute, I congratulate you all. Sometimes, in order to prove who you are, you must first prove what you are not. Although high school may not be the time when you discover your true identity, it is a time in which you make mistakes, which then become significant moments as they lead you to change to become more like the person you were created to be. I cannot speak much to high school as a whole, since it is defined by each of your own experiences, triumphs, and tribulations. But through all events, you are shaped and characterized. Live purposefully while relishing in the promise of possibility, rather than passively allowing life to simply happen. Although you may not be responsible for the meaning of life, you are responsible for what you do with the life you have been given. When motivated by goals, driven by dreams, and inspired by desire, that is when you truly live. As you continue forward, be sure you please yourself, because in the end, you can't please everybody. Each decision has a consequence, so make sure you choose which decision achieves the desired outcome. Yet remember, only those who dare to fail greatly can achieve greatly. Your only limits are the ones that you create for yourself. Although you may feel vulnerable, each day you can choose to hope and press for more, so you may continue to redefine the way you live your life. And never forget, there are people who love you unconditionally, regardless of the direction your life takes. In this individualistic society, create connections with family, friends, and community. For these relationships will either encourage or hinder your personal strength, growth, and success. Never be afraid to be who you want to be, for you write the lyrics to your own melody and should never try to fit your words into a song someone else seems to have written for you. You are all unique and have the ability to achieve greatness, if you will only own it. Having that said, let us reflect on lessons learned, wisdom gained, and come to accept failure so we may fully embrace the success waiting to consume us. May God bless all your endeavors.
Hello, my name is Lydia Brubaker. One day this spring, I remember being particularly overwhelmed by the stresses of senior year. I showed up to my track meet that afternoon dreading having to run my races and stressing over the choir concert and the mountain of homework that I had after the meet. When I saw my mom at the meet, I told her about my anxiety, and she reminded me that I do track for fun. It's not supposed to be stressful, and that I need to take a deep breath and relax. As I worked through the remainder of my crazy schedule, my mom's words got me thinking about why I do the things I do. I started contemplating how I operate now compared with how I did things when I was younger. When I was a little girl, I loved playing with Legos. I always had fun following the directions and building the Legos, but the part I enjoyed the most and made the most time for was playing with them afterwards and using my imagination. I see life like the process of building and playing with Legos. There are some necessary guidelines you must follow in order to be successful in life. Each milestone that you reach in life represents another Lego block that you are adding onto the structure of your life. Playing with the Legos can be seen as doing the things in life that bring you joy. As a child, it was easy to have fun in any situation, but in high school, this often becomes more difficult. I became so focused on perfecting the different pieces that I wanted to build into my life that I lost sight of the reason for doing things. My mom's words helped me realize that I had transferred things like track from the category of activities that I did for joy to tasks that I had to simply complete. Reflecting on why I did things magnified how important it is to appreciate the necessary things in life, because they help develop character and make you stronger. And that as I get older, I need to make a point of remembering the emotions that originally motivated me to do something. As I move forward in life, I will remember not to belittle the building processes in my life. Although they may not always be your first choice, the difficult things are necessary and help shape who you are. I will also make time to do the things that bring me joy. Life goes by so quickly, and it is so much more enjoyable if you dial down the intensity every once in a while and just have fun. So as you face your life in front of you, get after the necessary challenges that stretch you, because that will only make your Lego structure of life more intricate. And never forget to put your worries aside and remember the joy that comes when you simply play with Legos. God bless you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hannah Geressu. Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. This simple yet powerful statement took my breath away the first time I read it, as it hit home for me in so many ways. From soccer tryouts to IB oral assessments, my experiences in high school have truly forced me to put myself out there and, yes, be a bit uncomfortable at times. Yet there is something so intrinsically beautiful about presenting yourself to others, showcasing your abilities and taking that step into the spotlight. In braving the pressures of flying solo, an individual learns to be fearless and free. Everyone here today has, in one way or another, put themselves up on a pedestal to be evaluated, critiqued, even picked apart in some cases. And no matter how trying these tests may have been, the diplomas we'll all be holding at the end of tonight's commencement will represent how each of us has met the challenges posed at St. Louis Park High School. Now, I want to return to my initial statement about pushing boundaries and personal limits. The way I have come to understand change and embracing the future can be best summed up by this visual: a well-mown lawn enclosed by a white picket fence with the great unknown lying just beyond the posts. The manner in which people breach this white picket fence can vary greatly. There are those rational, pragmatic individuals who would simply seek out the gate, remove the latch, and proceed through to the other side. The less traditional folk might say, screw the gate, and clear the fence with one hurtling bound. And then there are those people who, after much deliberation, finally muster the courage to explore the great beyond, even if it requires one of those awkward, prolonged sidestep hurdles to surmount the barrier. While moving forward may be a cakewalk for some, it can be a lengthy process for others. But you know what really counts and deserves a resounding round of applause? Making it to the other side of that fence. Whichever approach you take in overcoming obstacles, move forward in life, not giving a hoot about what others think. Learn to embrace your personal quirks and cherish the eccentricities of your peers. These are what make life so gloriously vibrant and the winding road ahead all the more enjoyable. Thank you.
All right, and lastly, I'm Robin Heider. I know you've heard this 1,000 times before, but it's true. Hard work pays off. If you want to be good, you have to practice, practice, practice. If you don't love something, then don't do it. These words of the late, great Ray Bradbury could not be more relevant to our ceremony tonight. Many opportunities await in which we can shape our lives the way we desire, and we have the power to decide which opportunities to take. From this day forward, we are in full control of our destiny. But with this newfound freedom comes responsibility. Responsibility to be true to ourselves and what we really want out of life. And when we find our passion, we must give it our all. Wherever our passions may lie, true fulfillment can only come from being honest with ourselves and what we really want. If we do not love something we're doing, then we should not do it. When we are doing what we love, practice hard, and hard work fail to be arduous or obligatory. My only hope for the class of 2012 is that we create lives where we can follow our hearts and be true to ourselves. So here's to the success of the class of 2012.
Thanks, everybody. Good job. Good evening, parents, families, honored guests, and most of all, graduates. My name is Rob Metz. I'm the principal at St. Louis Park High School. I am pleased and honored to have the opportunity to present the more than 300 students of the class of 2012 this evening. Class of 2012, you've had quite a year. A few weeks ago, the Washington Post ranked St. Louis Park High School as the #1 rated academic high school in Minnesota. Your class led the way to this lofty achievement, as you've taken more college-level classes while in high school than in any other high school per capita in Minnesota. 42 of you completed your high school career with a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.75, and 39 more of you completed your high school career with a grade point average of 3.75 or higher. Seven of you were National Merit Scholars, and 15 of you were IB Diploma candidates. Congratulations to those students. But in addition to these academic achievements, you participated in school activities far too numerous to mention. You were the captains and leaders on athletic teams that won 4 conference championships and 1 section championship. Your band, choir, orchestra, and theater programs earned multiple awards, honors, and recognitions this year. And once again, our school newspaper, The Echo, earned national recognition. Most importantly, I want to thank you for the positive tone you set in the building this year and the manner in which you conducted yourselves within the school, at school events, out in the community, and on out-of-state trips. You've represented the school and the community of St. Louis Park very well. This was never more evident than after the sudden losses of basketball coach Joel Cook and your classmate Andrew Dudley. Your actions after these tragic events were meaningful, supportive, and respectful in every way. We left Andrew's chair open tonight as a sign of respect for him and his family. And when we read your names and award you your diplomas in just a couple of minutes, we'll read Andrew's name as well. And I had the opportunity before this program to present his diploma to his family. One of the things I enjoy most about working at the high school and being the principal here is having the chance to meet former graduates. The St. Louis Park School District has been holding commencement exercises like this for 113 years. And the people who have graduated from here before you are very proud of their school. Each year, a committee names a distinguished alumni, a former graduate, and this year's distinguished alumni was Dan Wilson. Unfortunately, he was not able to be here tonight, but I did want to mention his name and thank him for being one of our former graduates and a Grammy-winning songwriter. So congratulations to Dan. And seniors, as you've passed through the school system, your parents, teachers, and community members have been cheering for you. Now, as you move on to the next phases of your lives, I want you to know that this hometown support will always be with you wherever you go. Board of Education Chair Jim Yarosh, the seniors assembled here this evening have completed all the requirements established by the St. Louis Park Board of Education, the State Board of Education, and the North Central Association of Secondary Schools. I recommend that these students be awarded diplomas this evening, and it is with great pride that I pass the mic on to you.
Thank you, Mr. Metz. I'm honored to accept this impressive class on behalf of the St. Louis Park Board of Education, and I want to thank you for your terrific work as the high school principal this year. A long, long time ago, I was sitting in your seats as a soon-to-be graduate of St. Louis Park High School. So I was truly honored when I was asked to speak this evening. I figured I had finally achieved the Distinguished Alumni Award. Then I realized that the school board chairperson always accepts the graduating class. So you got me now. Life lesson number one, you get what you pay for. Thank you, graduates, for your passion for learning, for your hard work, for your involvement in the community, for your accomplishments, and for continuing St. Louis Park's legacy of academic excellence. I also want to thank the parents of the graduates who've provided the much-needed support and encouragement that enabled your child to achieve a diploma. Graduates, your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of joy that they are experiencing. Now, a word of advice. This would be a most opportune time to request assistance with your tuition or housing this fall, because as the summer drags on, you will find it much more difficult to ask for help when you can't get out of bed in the morning and you haven't cleaned your room since before graduation. That leads to life lesson number two. Life is full of negotiations. It is best to enter into them when you have the most leverage. Life lesson number three, be confident in your abilities. The school board, administrators, and your teachers have worked hard to prepare you for what lies ahead. Through your years of schooling, you have been provided with some important tools to help you be successful in life. Continue to work hard and improve your skills developed here, and with the right amount of confidence, you will go far. As you know, this is quite a community. For the 5th consecutive year, St. Louis Park has been named one of the 100 best communities in the nation for young people. The St. Louis Park community cares about its youth, and we are watching. You have to look no further than the district's website, where you can read a recent letter from a proud graduate of the St. Louis Park class of 1938 to the high school principal, congratulating him on the school's receipt of yet another award. Graduates, you now find yourself at commencement. Yes, a beginning, but leaving with so much from the past. Remember, you are not alone. Look around. You are surrounded by your family, your friends, teachers, and classmates. You are surrounded by your community. We have truly enjoyed being part of your life over the last 18 years, and we hope that you will be engaged with your own community wherever you go. Please come back to visit here at least once in a while. We are true homers, you know. We love hearing about our graduates and their successes. After all, how many high schools have a Distinguished Alumni Award? You will always be part of the St. Louis Park community, no matter where you live or work. Your community is always behind you, wishing you the best, and is there to support you. You can take pride in the fact that you have graduated from an elite school district. St. Louis Park, throughout the years, has received numerous accolades for academic achievement. And as Principal Metz had mentioned, this year, your high school has been named the #1 high school in the state of Minnesota and number 181 in the nation by the Washington Post. Newsweek ranked the high school number 3 in the state, and finally, U.S. News and World Report ranked St. Louis Park the number 4 high school in the state of Minnesota. And as I'm sure you're aware, our alumni include a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist who took his only journalism class at St. Louis Park High School, award-winning movie directors, Grammy-winning musicians, and a few school board chairs. The list is extensive. SLP has produced countless doctors, lawyers, engineers, and artists. You can say with much pride that you are a graduate of St. Louis Park. On behalf of the Board of Education and the community of St. Louis Park, it is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2012.
Now is the time you've been waiting for. Graduates, you may come forward to accept your diplomas.
Thomas Acker. Anab Abdi. Saham Abdi. Zamzam Abdirahman.
Zachariah Abdul Kadir.
Jesse Abelson.
Kelsey Agather.
Ismahan Ahmed.
Saeed Ahmed.
Anisa Ali.
Shukri Ali.
Jaquan Amos Barnes.
Jaqua Amos Barnes.
Paul Anderson.
Paige Anderson.
Maxwell Arco.
Kyle Arterburn.
Yuval Ashkenazi.
Sergio Ashford.
Winnie Awadi.
Chanel Ashley.
Demonte Baker.
Benjamin Babcock.
Nicholas Bappy.
Emily Ball.
Elena Bauer.
Laura Bartle.
Matthew Belaires.
Kirby Beers.
Ramal Benton.
Elaine Beneke.
Jessica Bugan.
Sean Behrens.
Nakia Bradley.
Jessica Byer.
Tamisha Braithwaite.
Ella Brackhub.
Michael Brower.
Samuel Brislin.
Hannah Brown.
Akash Brown.
Heidi Bergeson.
Lydia Brubaker.
Tyler Burns Broderson.
John Burnett.
Sarah Bush.
Alexandra Bush.
Lynn Cardenas.
Spencer Butler.
Emily Carroll.
Doug Carmody.
Ashley Cato.
Candace Caston.
Elena Charpentier.
Maylin Chang.
Madison Christensen.
Chloe Chong.
Cameron Cleveland.
Matthew Siaski.
Seth Coleman.
Leonard Cohn.
Michael Cork.
Lavelle Colasso.
Matthew Kramer.
Jacoby Corrington Meyer.
Shelby Cullen.
Robin Cross.
Jordan Cunningham Folger.
Heather Cunningham.
Mara Daly.
Matthew Curry.
Cody Danielson.
John Danforth.
Samuel Dawson.
Jeremy Davis.
Alexander DeMarco.
Nisa Diamond.
Brianna Donahue.
Yavesh Dilraj.
Tyreka Douglas.
Darius Douglas.
Andrew Dudley.
Logan Drysdale.
Chelsea Edwards.
Sabrina Ebro.
Dallas Erickson.
Sienna Edwards.
Wesley Erickson.
Shannon Erickson.
Bria Evans.
Uba Esse.
Jerry Evans.
Matthew Evans.
Jacob Finn.
Samuel Favreau.
Marshall Floyd.
Cindy Flores Dominguez.
Kiana Fox.
Nicholas Fortmeyer.
Ruby Fry.
Isaac Fruchtman.
Nicholas Gaitan.
Ricky Fugate.
Ayan Gale.
Simone Garth.
Aaron Goldstein.
Hannah Geressu.
Sophia Gonzalez Baldwin.
Emily Goldstein.
Nicolette Gorski.
Tony Gossel.
Aaron Grays.
Lauren Greenbush.
Ian Grindy.
Mitchell Guth.
Confort Habia.
David Halley.
Karina Halenke.
Karen Halstenson.
Jake Hamilton.
Sarah Hart.
Elizabeth Hatcher.
Brandy Headland.
Elijah Hedgecock.
Robin Heider.
Benjamin Hengel.
Samia Hersey.
Summer Hayda.
Mike Hildman.
Brett Hill.
Vera Hills.
Guled Hadla.
Aliyah Hodge.
Eleanor Hopman.
Amelia Hogan.
Maximed Hussein.
Sean Hummel.
Mohammed Ibrahim.
Jihad Ibrahim.
Cassandra Jarrett.
Maya Wilburn Ingvoldstad.
Josh Jolly.
Katie Johns.
Juliet Kamau.
Chloe Juar.
Matan Karasov.
Gomo Kenyai.
Lauren Kaiser.
Stephen Carl.
Charles Kirsch.
Robert Kephart.
Fadumo Kite.
Anna Kiryanova.
Megan Klatt.
Jessica Klass.
Donica Klasowski.
Kyle Clausing.
Nathaniel Pompoy.
Brandon Klugman.
Alexander Kubitsa.
Shalene Cry.
Sufyan Load.
Soraya Loed.
Nikki Leveris.
Miriam Lima.
Jason Leon.
Zachary Lewis.
Ellie Levon.
Samuel Lieberthal.
Michelle Lux.
Irvin Llamas Moreno.
Robbie Mahmood.
Mark Austin Mack.
Jillian Maxon.
Zoe Matthews.
Brian McCosh.
Eric McKegg.
Jack McMahon.
Morgan McDonald.
Jacob Meyer.
Alexander Meyer.
Naomi Meldrum.
Colin Marovitz.
Lum Helen Muma.
Tara Mitchell.
Sage Monroe.
Halima Mohammed.
Anastasia Murray.
Sarah Mohammed.
Paige Nagel.
Morgan Myra.
Callie Wynn.
Lee Nike.
Trung Nguyen.
Maggie Wynn.
Travis Nold.
Ryan Nichols.
Abdul Adhawa.
Caitlin Noreen.
Cody Olson.
Jack Olovich.
Hamdi Omar.
Jack Olson.
Daniel Ortiz.
Victor Ombaba.
Tina Parmasar.
Shaib Osman.
Emily Patterson.
Grace Pasteur.
Laura Peterson.
Sydney Payton.
Victoria Peterson.
Sarah Peterson.
Rebecca Platt.
Alexander Petrosky.
Alex Polak.
Asher Pink.
Venkatasai Taryn Repala.
Jack Plonsky.
Sonia Robiner.
Dominic Reed.
Julia Rose.
Bailey Robb.
Nathan Rumsa.
Braxton Robinson.
Eden Solly.
Lara Roth.
Abrar Salad.
Sophie Rigg Wallen.
Tien Saltzman.
Mohammed Sakar.
Megan Sawatsky.
Kayla Salzberg.
Alexander Schillinger.
Helen Sarka.
Matthew Schutte.
Brandy Sean.
Aaron Shamalov.
Nina Schroeder.
Jenna Shelton.
Daniel Schwartz.
Dimitri Schloman.
Alan Shapiro.
Hannah Seif.
Maximilian Cherno.
Hadley Simonette.
Brita Sikora.
Brandon Smith.
Brandon Seguenza.
Demaya Smith.
Jovan Simpson.
Arsinia Sparks.
Shaquan Smith.
Elsie Stewart.
Megan Smith.
Eric Swaby Keith.
Aaron Stern.
Jacqueline Tan Woolers.
Dahlia Stone.
Lalita Tassun.
Shahar Steiner.
Olivia Timmons.
Benjamin Taylor.
Justin Towers.
Scott Tillmans.
Alex Tronson.
Devor Torbika.
Jacob Chihamba.
Alexander Townley.
Michael Tushman.
Aaron Troska.
Melissa Vanacek.
Abigail Tupa.
Thomas Veazey.
Igor Ungarian.
Megan Vivi.
Duha Vang.
Samuel Vinitsky.
Benjamin Verhasselt.
Emma Vitale.
Benjamin Volano.
Dennis Voloshaki.
Nicholas Wisniewski.
Anita Warkle.
Ilana Vladiver.
Rondisha Washington.
Shaquille Ware.
Charlotte Waterhouse.
Ryan Washington.
Samuel Weisner.
Madeline Weber.
Kenyatta West.
Elena Wiesman. Shane West. Ryan Wheeler. Khalifa Wishington. Madison White. Cedric Whitehead. Jada Wisdorf. Monique Witherspoon. Henry Wolfbauer. Miranda Yauk. Jordan Zinda. Brandon Zuhl Meyer.
Congratulations, class of 2012. You did it! Parents, come on down to the field. Parents and family, come on down to the field.